everybody, it's Shadows coming at you with another Transformers review. So today we will be reviewing the long-awaited Cybertron or Galaxy Force Leader Class Optimus Prime. And as most of you know, if you've watched my Megatron review, I have been wanting this guy for a long time. And finally, a few months ago, a guy on Facebook, in one of the Transformer groups I'm in, was selling this guy, and I picked him up. And he was complete, so I'm really grateful for that. But here you go. Here he is in his fire truck mode, his massive twin cannon fire truck mode. But, you know, hey, it's Cybertron, so anything's possible. So yeah, it's really big, really beefy, and I mean, he's got some weight to him. No, I don't think there's any die cast in here, but that'd be awesome if they did. And Make Toys is doing a version of Optimus and Megatron from Cybertron, and I can't wait. You bet your butts I will definitely pick them up whenever they come available. So yeah, here he is, and as you can see, he's got his massive cannons, and if you want to angle them, you can go all the way up like that. You can rotate them. It's on a nice tight ratchet, which is nice. And they do have sounds. There is a button right here on this cannon. So there you go. You can press it and you get, where'd it go? Where'd it go? I just had it. Oh, this button likes to run from me. Oh, there it is. All right, and then you got nice little blaster feature. Got the noise there. And you got this one over here. And it's pretty nice. I don't think there's any electronics in this one. It's just in this one. But yeah, there's no firing sounds or anything like that. And yeah, so if you want to take a look at just Prime himself, you can detach the trailer. It's in there pretty good. Sometimes this likes to pop out. But you can just plug it back in. You see these two posts that'll go right up into those clips. So just want to plug that in and put that off to the side. And then you just got his base truck mode, which is a very long truck mode, but hey. And you can just see these are obviously going to be his legs and such like that. He does roll really good, so that's nice. And yeah, I mean, it's a Cybertron figure. It's simplistic, but I mean, I think it works. I mean, and you got his hands up here, but hey, and then top of his head, but hey, it's all right. And yeah, so, and it is really cool. These wheels back here have suspension, so you really don't need it that often, but I mean, it's cool that you have that. And yeah, so a little thing you can do with the trailer, I'm just going to go ahead and get this out of the way now. You can take it and angle it out, spread these bits out, bring these down, boom, and you got like a little gun emplacement that he can stand behind. I'll do it again once he's in robot mode, but yeah, just thought this is a pretty cool little thing you can do with the trailer. So for right now, we'll put it back on him. Oh, and then you see these posts will go into those clips right up there. So you just want to line everything up. And it is quite difficult sometimes, but hey, we'll work through it. Just getting everything to line up. Alright, and I think we got it. So there he is back in his full fire truck mode. So, alright. That's about it for right now, and he does come with his little cyber planet key, which is really cool. It looks very much like the Matrix. which is cool. I wish there was more paint on this one, just like there was on Megatron's. It looks basically identical to what it does in the show, whereas this one, the mold is and everything, but I just wish there was some gold on the handles. But hey, I'm not very good at customizing, but if somebody wanted to do it, I'm sure they could. And then you got the little code for the game back in the day. So, yeah, there you go. And you can do a few things with the Cyberplanet key in truck mode. You got this port up here. Just plug it in. And you get a little power up noise. And it just makes this cannon open up and be bigger. And then when you press the little button, you get a new sound. Just gotta find the freaking button again. Where is it? There it is. You get like a giant cannon, little sound right there. And you can see just nice details up in there. And there's some blue bits. They're not translucent or anything. It would have been cool if they lit up too, but still really nice molded detail. And then once you take it out, it closes back up. Now, for this side, you plug it in, and these little missile sections will pop out. So, this figure does have 3 missiles. You got this, fires pretty good. That one fires, and then you got the little button up here, and they all fire. So, there you go. I'm not really that big a fan of missiles, but I mean, it makes it look cool. I mean, it looks a lot better with the missiles than without. It just fills everything in. And then you take this out. This side is a pain in the butt to get out. You gotta like really force it. And then you just close it back up, and there you go. So there you have it for his fire truck mode. So now, for comparison, here he is with Cybertron Megatron. And I'm finally glad to have both of these guys. I mean, this was my Optimus Prime and Megatron growing up. Still my favorite too. So you can see how they look together, at least in their car modes. So yeah, there you got that. And here he is with Make Toys Galaxy Meteor. They're not Cybertron Starscream. So you can see how that works. I think it looks pretty good. And here he is with Cybertron Hotshot. So you can see how much bigger he is than Hotshot, and that's pretty in scale from the cartoon, from what I can remember. So yeah, and there you have that. Now, being as he is a leader class Cybertron figure, and keeping with the show, Optimus, just like Megatron, is a triple changer. He does have a flying mode, so just to do that, you want to bring these sections out on both sides, and then you want to rotate it like this. Make sure everything's plugged in back there. And it's going to come undone because it wants to be different. Now, just take these cannons up here, angle them forward, and they'll just lock into place. And there you go. You have Optimus in his flying truck mode. So yeah, that's a thing. And he used it quite often in the show. So yeah, it's pretty big. I mean, just, yeah, big. So there you have that. It's pretty cool. I mean, it makes no sense in reality, but hey, I mean, hey, Cybertron. All right, and for comparison, here he is with Megatron in his jet mode. So you can see those two. See how they look together. And I think they look quite good together. Can't wait for the updated versions. That's going to be awesome. So yeah, there you have that. So now, without further ado, we will get down to transformation. So what you want to do is unclip the trailer section. And for right now, we will put it back into that battle station mode. So just flip everything up. Bring it up like that. Make sure it gets in there. Put the wing sections out. Bring the cannons down. Make sure everything's tabbed in. Bring these down. And we will put this off to the side for now. So focusing on the main truck mode, what you want to do is you want to bring the legs down, flip this cross plate down, and you want to bring the feet back. You just want to, they're on a double hinge, so they'll come out, and they're on little sliders. So you just want to do it like this, then bring it up, and they'll tab into place. So now you want to split the legs, and you got a little slider right here. So you push that inward. I mean, you can leave it the other way if you want. This just, I mean, so it's not right up against each other, but I mean, hey, whatever you want to do. And now, raise this up because he gets pretty tall. You just want to split this section up here. And what you want to do is take these sections back here. They're on sliders. You want to tab them together at the front to make his chest. And then you want to bring the arm, which is on a little hinge up here. And you just want to bring it and tab it in there. And you want to bring this up. It is on a double hinge. Bring it up, angle it like that. Bring the hand down, swing it around, bring it forward, and there you have an arm all done. Do the same thing on the other side. Get it in there, bring it up, bring the hand down, orient it properly, make sure the shoulders are buffed up, and there is a slider back here that when you push it up, pops the head up. So yeah, there you have that. Push him a little back just so we can get him in the shot. And yeah, there is the base mode of Optimus Prime. And I always liked this design. I don't know why, but I just did. He just looks awesome. It's got that G1 aesthetic to him, but it's a little bit more modernized, and I do quite like it. So yeah, it is quite different than what you're normally used to seeing, this normal Optimus Prime, but I like this one just because it's not straight G1 or straight movie, so I'm okay with this. And yeah, he is really simplistic, not a whole lot going on, but I mean, still, where there's molded detail, it's great, and I mean, it's a pretty clean transformation, so yeah, no complaints from me. So articulation wise, his shoulders can do a full 360. His arms can go out about that far just because of how everything's oriented. You got a bicep swivel. You got just over 90 degrees of bend at the wrist. Not the wrist, the elbow. And his hands can open. It's just one solid piece. No wrist articulation whatsoever. And you don't have any waist swivel. Feet can go all the way up just due to transformation. So you can do that. And they can go that far back. You got not waist, but like thigh swivel right there. And the legs can go out that far just because the wheel stops it back here. And you do have a knee joint, 90 degrees. You can do it that way if you want to break his knee, but I mean, hey. And his toes can go up and down on a nice tight joint. That's more so for the combined modes. So yeah, there you have that. And the head is on a swivel, so it can do a full 360. And yeah, there's no up and down or anything like that. So not the most posable figure. I mean, the Cybertron figures usually weren't, but I still think they were the best figures Hasbro's put out in a long time. But yeah, there you go. So if you want to, you can bring in the little trailer section, and you can have him not mount, but like you can have him using it as like a little gun emplacement. I think he used it in one episode. And this gun right here, if you just want to remove it from the cannon, he can hold it as just a handheld little pistol. You got these little posts right here, and you got a little port on the inside of his hand right there. So you just gotta feed it in there. You want to go in at an angle and then straighten it out. Make sure it's tabbed in. And here you have Optimus with a little pistol, which is pretty cool. Yeah, and he ain't dropping that. Like, that's dead solid, so that's really nice. So yeah, just take it out. All right, and we're gonna put it right back on that cannon. All right, so now for comparison in his little base mode, here he is with Megatron. So you can see how those two scale together. And if you remember in, I think it was the first episode, they fought like this, and of course Megatron was massive compared to him. So yeah, I really like how that scales. Let's bring him off. And now, here he is with Make Toys Galaxy Meteor. They're not Cybertron Starscream. And he is bigger than Prime, which is accurate, so I do like how that looks. Bring him off to the side. And here he is with Hotshot. And that scales pretty good, too. So, there you have that. So now, we will get into the main event. So, what do you do with all this, you say? Well, in the show, he does have his super mode. So, we're just gonna put all this stuff on him. And we're gonna arm him up. And he is going to be very overpowered, like he was in the show. So, what you want to do is you want to take these sections, split them. You just want to, alright, so this side is going to go on this side. So what you want to do, you want to take the leg, flip it out like this, bring it like this, pull it out, back to about hit here, swing it down, tab that in, bring that down, and there you go. Now he's got a big old foot. So now you do the same thing over here, bring it back, put it up, boom. Alright, so now he's got some boots. So yeah, there you go. And I think that's what the suspension is more so for, so he can stand flat. But he doesn't have all that weight on him right now. So what you want to do with these is you want to come back here, and these little, where is it? Ah, so right here, you got a little post that's going to go into this port right here, and then you got a little post up here that's going to go right in there. So just want to line that up, and click, and good. So now you got that, and that's just going to give him some support because he's going to need it. So flip that down, flip to the side, do the same thing. bring it down, and there you go. Now he's got really thick shins. So yeah, there you have that. So now what you want to do for the backpack, you want to bring it out like this, rotate it 180 so the detail is facing this way. Do it like that, make sure everything's good. For right now, you just want to bring these, well, we'll leave them right here for now. You want to open these little black sections up, and there's going to be a little track on the side right here of Prime. There's a little track, and you got these little wheels that are gonna go over that track. So you just want to bring it down, and then you want to close these sections up, and that will just hold it all onto place. And now just bring his arms down, and now he is extremely back heavy. So if you leave him like this, he is going to fall. So what you want to do, bring his arms up just a little bit. You want to take the cannons and rotate them this way. And that will give you the counterbalance he needs so he can stand up. You just want to orientate all this. All right. And now he's got some underslung cannons, which looks totally insane. Just want to make sure everything's lined up properly. His wings. And there you go. And now, up here, it's going to be a little wobbly. You got a little switch back on the top of his head, just like animated Prime. And it's back here. And if you flip that down, you just got to get back in there. Probably should have done it. Oh, probably should have done that. We'll just rotate his head. So that little lever right here where my finger is, you want to get your nail on it, and it can be a little hard to do sometimes. Oh, you're not gonna work because the camera's on, are you? Gonna be difficult? Yep, you're gonna be difficult. Okay. So we're gonna take our trusty tool. So get that behind there. All right, and now it is flipped back. And now you have his battle mask flipped up. So to complete the look. And then you flip his little side horns out, and there you go. You have Cybertron Optimus in his super mode, and he looks freaking amazing. Like, this is my favorite Optimus, I think, of any series. Just design-wise, and he is overpowered. You guys know I'm much more for the Decepticons, but I mean, you gotta give credit where it's due. And Optimus was pretty great. I love seeing Optimus and Megatron and Galvatron fighting. I am still trying to look for a Galvatron just to put with Optimus and Megatron. But they're all super overpriced on eBay. And I just can't find one that's a decent price and it's got all its parts. So if I do get him, I will review. Trust me. And then you can flip these little sections up. So now, you know, Optimus is just guns everywhere. So, yeah, there you have that. And, I mean, you still got the access to the little button right here. And then you can use his cyber key and go pew. So you can blast some people, take it off. And the same thing over here. And you can flip out his... Uh-oh. Why isn't that... What's wrong with you? there you go. I guess the missile was stuck or something. All right, there you go. And then you got that. I hate doing that. Really hate doing that. That's why after this review, that is never being activated again. All right, so there you go. And flip those back in, and yep, there we go. And also, just to show off, he does in fact have a matrix. So you just split his chest like this, and you can see it in there. And you just flip this section out. Oh, come on. All right. So there you have that. I did paint this, or Sharpied in this matrix, that blue, but you can remove it. It is extremely hard to do sometimes, so we'll just use that. This is how it's supposed to go with the orange bit in his chest, but I wasn't really that much a fan of it, and I want to customize this matrix to make it more like the G1 movie matrix, just because I like that. And yeah, but I mean, still really nice detail, and it is very reminiscent of the G1 matrix, so you get all that. Let's see if I can focus better. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, it's a nice little removable matrix. I do love me some removable matrices. So, and then you got some nice detail in there where it is. I wish there would have been an LED in there, just like the original Masterpiece Optimus had. But, hey, beggars can't be choosers. So you can put that back in, close it up. It also does bring up his crotch plate, which is annoying sometimes, but, you know, it is what it is. So, there you have that. So, now for the third and final comparisons. Here he is with Megatron. So even in his armored up mode, he is still a little bit smaller than Megatron, but he is definitely a lot bulkier now. So there you have that, and I'm so glad to finally have these guys together. And here he is with Starscream, Make Toys Galaxy Meteor. And I do like how those two look together. And last but not least, well, sometimes the least, but you know, is Hotshot. So you see how they scale together. And yeah, that's basically it. So there you guys have it. There is Optimus Prime in his super mode. Just a little thing I do want to showcase real quick. If you do have the Cybertron Wing Saber, he basically attaches exactly the same as the backpack does. But if you have Leo Breaker, you can remove this. Oh, the side's tight. You just want to remove this. You want to transform his arm back like you would in vehicle mode, and you want to take it, put it back like this, and that exposes the port for Leo Breaker. You can do it on both arms, as he's seen doing it in the show, but this is the one he mainly uses. So you just want to take that and plug him on, and then you can plug this back onto him, and it'll fit. Just gotta make sure everything's lined up. Oh, gonna be difficult, aren't you? Yep, of course. So, there you have that. Oh, his mask came undone. What are you doing, Prime? Come on now, whatever. You know what? If you want to be like that, be like that. And there you go. And you'll have... Leo Breaker on his arm, and you can have him in his Savage Claw mode, which is really cool. I'm glad all of these can do it, just like Megatron can with Nemesis Breaker, and I do want to get those guys as well. I'm hoping that Make Toys does a version, because the official, it really doesn't look like an arm at all. But, you know, hey, this is back in the day, so really can't blame them. But, yeah, there you go, and ready for his combined mode. So, there you have that. So, we'll just bring his arm back. And we will put his backpack back on. Close that up. Make sure everything's all nice and secure. And he is back in his super mode. So, yeah, there you guys have it. There is the Cybertron Optimus Prime. And like I said, I'm super glad I finally got my hands on this figure. Big shout out to the guy who gave it to me. I forget his name. But he knows who he is. And yeah, I really appreciate it, dude. And yeah, there you have Optimus Prime in his super mode. And yeah, so I really can't wait till the Make Toys versions come out. I have only seen the concept art. They don't have any prototypes yet. So I'm hoping that'll come out sometime soon this year. And yeah, I'm definitely going to be on the search for more Cybertron figures. So if there's any figures you want me to review, just leave down in the comments below, and hopefully I can get to them. So there you guys have it. There is the Cybertron or Galaxy Force Leader Class Optimus Prime, and from him and myself, take it easy, guys.